A piece of history touched down right here in Alabama. The legendary B-25 bomber arrived at Bessemer National Airport. And tonight's Amazing America 250, ABC 3340's Ashanti Ford takes us inside the living history soaring above Birmingham skies.
Before drones, before jets, there were aircrafts just like this. Machines that didn't just carry soldiers, they carried the weight of a nation.
The sound of those massive engines still turns heads more than 8 decades later. This World War II B-25 bomber, known as Maid in the Shade, isn't just a museum piece. It's a flying reminder of the men who took to the skies during one of the most defining moments in American history. And for this Amazing America 250 story, history landed right here in Bessemer.
Yes, this aircraft did see combat. World War II, it did 13 missions over Yugoslavia and France. So she is a true warbird. There's very few of those left today. It's about 34 of them flying in the world, roughly.
This aircraft was built in 1940. Back then, these bombers were sent into active war zones, carrying crews made up of men who were often still teenagers. Missions were dangerous. Survival was never guaranteed.
It was bravery, it was guts, and most of them were 17 up to, 20, and then the pilots were 20 to 23, and those were the old guys.
Today, volunteers and aviation crews spend countless hours preserving this piece of history. The aircraft took nearly 3 decades to restore, with many of its original parts still intact.
It took us 28 years to restore her out of Mesa, Arizona. And so every year we take her out on tour. We want to make sure she's just as pretty as she is today.
And even in a world filled with modern technology, this aircraft still commands respect. No computers, no autopilot making decisions, just pilots, power, and precision.
This is what they call the real deal. This is like hands on the wheel. They don't push a button in a computer. This is like, it's like playing a video game or riding your bike.
The B-25 bomber became one of the most recognizable aircrafts of World War II, used in missions across Europe and during the famed Doolittle raid in the Pacific. But today, its purpose is different. Not war, remembrance. A chance for new generations to walk through history and understand the sacrifice that helped shape the country we know today.
The tour goes right through to September, and every week, every Monday, we switch out to a new town, and the new crew signs on for a 2-week stint.
As America approaches its 250th birthday, stories like this remind us that the nation's history isn't just written in books. Sometimes it still flies. For Amazing America 250, I'm Ashanti Ford.